Good morning, everyone. So we have discussed document object models in previous lectures. So now we will today cover levels of DOM. So let's start with the levels of DOM object document object models. So here is categorized different kind of levels. So before this, I will tell you some important aspects of DOM. So the document object model, along with its properties and methods used to manipulate documents and understand their implementations through the examples. For example, like it is a programming interface for HTML hypertext markup languages and XML extensible markup language documents. So it defines the logical structure of documents and the way a document is accessed and manipulated. So here we have to care about it like it is called a logical structures because DOM does not specify any relationships between objects. So I have covered in previous session. If you prefer this session, so go through in previous videos like why DOM is required, structure of the DOM, properties of the DOM, methods of the DOM, and what DOM is not, and we will cover today levels of DOM. So here we can see the different levels of DOM. So this specifications defines minimal sets of objects and interfaces for accessing and manipulating documents objects. The functionality is specified in this draft. The core functionality should be sufficient to implement higher level operations and for example, navigating and modifying the documents. So here you can see level 0. So what is level 0? Level 0 is provides a low level set of interfaces, right? So for example, like level 0 document object model provides a common API for the software developers and web scripts authors to access and manipulate parsed HTML and XML content inside conforming products. So primary document structures and some document types declarations are made available. So level we go through level 1. So it also allows creation from the scratch of entire web documents in memory, and saving those documents persistently is left to the programmer. So DOM level 1 is intentionally limited in scope to methods to represent and manipulate document structure and content. So a standard API for controlling how documents are rendered via style sheets validated against a DTD accessed by given users, so many more, and will be specified in subsequent revisions level of the DOM. So DOM level 1 can be described in two parts, core and HTML. So core provides low level interfaces that can be used to represent any structured documents, and HTML doc provides high level interfaces that can be used to represent HTML documents. Here I will tell you about the level 2 DOMs. So it will consisting these six specifications: core 2, we use events, styles, traversal, and range. So core 2 is extends the functionality of core specified DOM level 1. So I explain you one by one here. So what is the views? And views allows programs to dynamically access and manipulate the content of the documents. And now we move to events. Events are scripting that either executed by the browser when the user reacts to the web page, and as well as styles allows program to dynamically access and manipulate the content of the style sheets, as well as traversal. This allows programs to dynamically traverse the document, and a range will be specifying the content in the documents. So this kind of the methods which I have shown you here, levels of the DOM, right? And now we move to another part. If you have any doubt, so please post your query in chat box and I will clear it. Now we move to level 3. It consists of the 5 different specifications. First is core 3, second is load, third is save, fourth is validation, fifth is events, and sixth one is XPath. Mostly it is used for the web extracting the web elements. So core 3 extends the functionalities of the core specified by DOM level 2. So here I am explaining you one levels and one by one. level 3. So load and save. So this allows the program to dynamically load the content of the XML document into the DOM document and save the DOM documents into an XML document by serializations, as well as the validations. If we talk about the validations, so this allows the program to dynamically updating the content and structure of the documents while ensuring the document remains valid. The fifth one is events. Events is extends the functionality of events specified by DOM level 2. So here DOM level 2 is fine with events, right? So XPath is path language that can be used to access the DOM tree. For example, it illustrates the DOM manipulation using get element by ID methods, which we have seen in lecture number DOM. So what is why we require the DOM. So this is the code you can see here. We start some methods, parameters, return values, interfaces, document arguments, yeah, okay, and the interface documents, attributes, methods. So here I explain you one by line by line. Like we started with the document HTML tags, and then we some heads and titles, DOM manipulations. Then we move to some bodies, labels. So here I am the user asks the enter value, input type, text, IDs, and then we have tags for the like we started the labeling, enter value 2 again, input type, text ID value 2, and we are using buttons on click, get add, click to add buttons, and the result will be stored here. And the scripting typing JavaScript we are using, and here the functions get add we are using to adding the value and to switch the value of input value with id val constant number one is equal to number document dot get element by id value one dot value. So it will fetch the value one, fetch the value of input value with id value two. So constant num2 is equal to number document dot get element by id and value two dot value. So it will return you value two. So this will in last figure out number one and number two will be adding, and console.log add. So display the results in paragraph using DOM. So document.get element by id results dot inner HTML addition plus add. So it will store these values. Changing the color of the paragraph if you want to like for example changing the color with reds. So red it will changing the style color red, right? So here includes the scripts and body as well as HTML. Now you can save it .html with HTML, and then you can run a program on your console. So I hope you are understanding all the things. If you have any notes, so you can share your query in chat box. Now you can see here the outputs, some kind of this things. Enter value is asking the user 10, enter value 2, 20, and click to add. So here will yeah output will be 30. This is very simple program. You can just um, make more add more functionality on this as per the requirement, right? Now we close this session today. If you have any doubt, so you can post a query in chat box. I will try to clear it. Thank you for joining the session.